let's talk about, like, as you guys are starting to recruit, just kind of set your expectations. You know, fast track just means someone's fired up about doing something. So it's kind of like at the beginning of the year, someone gets fired up about losing weight, so they sign up for a gym membership, right? And they kind of do the gym membership until they drop out, but they know they're going to go back, so they keep getting their account hit every month for the membership fee, and that's how those gyms make money, because they know. I don't know what the numbers are. If someone is familiar with the fitness industry and how many people are actually using the gym compared to how many people sign up, it's probably something like I'm betting it's like 10%, and that's probably being probably 10%. So the same kind of thing. People get fired up about fast track, but the seed goes onto rocky soil, on rocks. The birds eat them up and take them away. It goes into shallow soil, so they'll grow a little bit, but then the sun beats on it, and then they wither and die. Some of the seed goes into the thorns and into the weeds, and the weeds eat them up, and they die. And then 25% go into good soil, and where they grow 60, 100-fold. So that's the quick parable of the sower of the seed. That's kind of the paraphrase version. So the fast track, it's more like 30% is the best. The best we've ever done was 33%, and that's with focused. I paid a lot of money for people to spend a lot of time following up on people that go from fast track to contract. Okay, when they get their contracts filled out, and the best we've done is 33%. Okay, so when I told them don't spend all that time, because they're just gonna, you can spend your time better finding more people than trying to push people through. So we're right around 30%. Another thing that's kind of helping us is Excel. We seem to be getting people out of Excel training quicker than licensed coach. So Excel seems to be working pretty good at getting people spit out of the other end, maybe quicker. I don't know that it's improving our numbers, but I think the numbers are, if people get out quicker, I think is what we're experiencing. So I want you guys to be fired up about fast tracks because the fast tracks turn into contracts. It might be 30%, it might be 20%, whatever percentage. What you put in, this will come out, So this is kind of an interesting process when you look at it, because you've got the other process is, so this is recruiting. So let's look at this in conjunction with sales. Sales starts off with leads, all right? And then the leads turn into applications. Okay, the leads turns into applications, and from here to here, you've got your dials, you've got your contacts, books, sits, and then apps. So you got this process, same kind of thing. You dial leads to get apps. The fast track starts. That process really begins with leads, which are people that respond to your ads, okay? You take them through an interview, okay? And then they want to either get started or not. So it's very similar to selling. Leads, you got to call them up, you got to talk to them, you got to interview with them. So this is where you book them, and then you sit down with them, talk to them about the business, and then you fast track them and get them started. And then the fast track to contracts. So everything kind of has an attrition. Okay? So we do one thing in the alliance. We sell, we recruit, and we teach other people to sell and recruit. So the teaching other people to sell and recruit part, we got this recruiting thing down because we've got the system that we put in place to duplicate recruiting simply, easily, where a guy like Harry has got all these people responding to his ads, and he's just interviewing them and already got a couple of people fast-tracked, all right? So now, so that's going to be simple. Sales, we got a whole system of getting people started selling. Our boot camp, right, our boot camp training webpage, and we got a whole bunch of people coming out of there. So I'm really fired up because, you know, we're going to blow up to 40, 50,000 a month, and majority be new people. And if the old people decide to do something, well, it's going to be even more than that. So, so this is what we have. We've got the two systems, which starts off with many to whittle down to the few. You start off with a lot of leads to whittle down to applications. So it's a simple formula. You know, it's algebra, right? A plus B. Actually, let's do a polynomial equation. A squared plus A plus B, let's see, equals result. I'm not going to be nerdy. Okay, and so it's a simple equation. The more you do here, the more you do here. The less you do here, the less the results, right? So if you're not happy with the results, you got to look at what you're putting into those and what you're doing to get the results. So you've got, we'll call this time, money, and emotion. You think I was going to put this down here. This is one formula. But this is called the investment formula. Investment formula. F sub X. I'm pulling all the mathematical, not F sub X, but F of X. F of X, which stands for formula. Oh man, I'm nerding out. I'm sorry, I'm just totally nerding out on y'all. That's always fun. So this is the investment formula. You can invest three things in your business, in anything. You can invest three things in anything that you do. These are the seeds that you sow. Okay, so you're talking about what's the seed? What's the seed? Time, money, emotion. Those are three seeds you have to sow in order to get a return, to get a result. So you got to look at your time as a resource, your money as a resource, and your emotion as a resource. Okay? Now the emotion part can be also a debit, you know, something that is a negative. Just depends on the kind of emotion that you're generating and why you're generating that emotion. You want to invest positive emotion in your business because you get positive results. If you interject negative emotion in your business, you get negative results. If you don't have any money to invest in your business, you have to invest time. Time is limited. If your money is limited, then you have to invest time, okay, but you only have so much time. So what are you doing with your time? See, every piece of this resource formula, A plus B, actually it's probably more multiplier. They really more multiply than they do anything else because they all really enhance each other. So it's not an additive thing. It's a multiplier thing that happens with your results. So the more focused time, okay, not frivolous time, the more focused time you invest in your business, the money that you have to invest in positive emotion, your results will blow up. So when you evaluate what are you going to do different this year in 2017, you got to start from the basics. And the basic is what am I doing with my time, what am I doing with my money, what am I doing with my emotion to get the results I'm looking for, right? And all those things you've got to evaluate and figure out what it is you want to do. Now remember, none of this makes any difference. No difference at all if you don't know why you're doing this. So this is the result. The result is why? Why do you need this result? Okay? Here's the deal. Again, this is like algebra. If your result needs to be big, if your why is big, okay, if your Y is big, then this has to be big. You see how that correlates? If you got a big Y, then you got to invest a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of motion. Positive. But if you don't got a big dream, if your Y is small, then this is going to be small, and then you probably won't do what it takes to overcome it. Because when the Y part is big, then obstacles that get in your way are like little speed bumps because you're focused on the goal. But if your Y is small, all these obstacles become huge. You see how that is? So, like, if you got a big why you want to do this, then coming to an event like the national conference is something that is a little deal. It's little deal. Like the money, okay, let's talk about time. Time to go to the function. Okay, do I have the time? Well, when you have a big dream and goal, yes, you're going to make the time. Like, this is kind of how I look at that whole deal, all right? It's like if I said, Harry, that I guaranteed if you make it to the function with your wife, you're going to have, there's a $10,000 check insured, bonded, waiting for you there if you can make it on these dates. If you show up to attend the men's leadership on Friday morning and you stay all the way through noon on Sunday after the Sunday event, then there's a $10,000 check. Okay? Now, I am positive that if you had a funeral to go to, if you had a wedding to go to, if you had a family reunion to go to, you probably would figure out how to get there for those specific times. All of a sudden, nothing becomes an excuse. Right? There are no more excuses because you're going to get there, hell or high water, no matter what happens, I'm getting there because I'm getting that 10 grand or it could be 100 grand or it could be, you see how, okay, if I said it was $10, I want you to do everything you can to get there, you're probably not motivated, $10. But if it was $1 million, I'll Katie bar the door, I'm getting there early and I'm staying late so I can make sure I get that money. You see how the difference is between if it was $1 million check versus a $10 check if you showed up at a national conference? See, your mind is an amazing thing because your mind has tremendous ability to be resourceful when needed. It kind of comes out of that flight or fight mode that we're in. We're backed into a corner. All of a sudden, we start clucking with what can I do? What can I do? Kind of the resources I have available. Who can I call to help get me there? Who can I tap into without regard to what they think about me? All of a sudden, it doesn't matter what people think about me. What matters is I get to Raleigh, North Carolina, so I can get that $1 million check, right? You'll think of anything that you can do. You'll be resourceful, but if it's only a $10 check, it's like, it's not worth it. Well, do you see how that mentality works here? That if your wine's not big enough, then none of this even matters. But see, all those time obstacles doesn't become an excuse anymore. The money part to get to the conference, the money part, you'll figure it out. You borrow money, you'll sell stuff on eBay, right? I've sold stuff on eBay to get to functions back in the day. Man, I did anything I could. We have people that sell blood so they can go to functions. We got all kinds of creative people creating all kinds of ways. What's another? Well, I don't have the money to stay anywhere. Oh my gosh, Cord just told me about, Cord texted me, what was the couch surfing? Okay, so this is, couch surfing is an app or something like that. I'm going to unmute you, Cord. Why don't you talk about what you learned? Okay, hold on. Okay, Cord, talk about couch surfing.
Okay. Guys, I don't know a ton about it, but I was told last night in Raleigh at our training, I don't know if it's an app or a website, but it's called couch surfing. And apparently it's where people open up their homes and allow people to stay for free. And the gentleman that told us about it said that he researched the Raleigh Triangle area, and there was over 5,000 homes available. So the best I can understand is it's supposed to be one of those reciprocating things where if people like to travel and stay for free, they'll open their home for you to come in and stay. Then you make down the road, if you choose you want to go travel to Austin, Texas, that someone in that network opens their home to you to stay for free. I don't know all the details, but he announced it, and I thought it was worthwhile. If you're looking for a free place to stay, you might want to dig into something called couch surfing. That's about it.
Okay, so I'm on the couch surfing website. And how it works. Couch surfers open their homes and share their lives, connect and be inspired. Connect with hosts, confirm your stay, meet travelers in other cities. I mean, I had someone text me. So some of y'all know what this is. If you want to stay somewhere for free, what I think it is, I haven't delved into it, but it sounds to me like if you're going to sign up for it, you need to open up your house maybe. I think that's maybe, like you said, it's reciprocal. But I'm down with that, you know. So if you're not willing to open up your house for people to kind of hang out with you, now you might be in some like Toledo, Ohio, so you might never have anyone come to stay with you in Toledo. But, or Dayton. Anyway. Okay, so again, money. The money excuse. If you you don't have enough gas, we can get you in a car with somebody who's driving. We got people driving all over the country from far away, like 18, 24 hours they're driving in. You can hop in a car with somebody, share the gas. You can haul up in a room. We've got people needing roommates, like Carol Hargett, I think, needs one more female to fill out her room. But we've got people needing roommates to share, you know. Well, I don't have money for food. Bring a loaf of bread and peanut butter and jelly, which is actually my favorite sandwich. Okay? I could live on peanut butter and jelly, man, forever. I love peanut butter and jelly. I mean, and drink water. You got to do what it takes, man. You invest that time and whatever little money you have, right? Now, the emotion part, you invest your emotion. Emotion. Okay, so this is what we're talking about now, the feeling of wanting to go. Now, what you're going to have to do is figure out how to get over the feeling of not wanting to go, because it's a feeling. It's a feeling that you have to overcome. And so this is what I would say to you, that you're trying to hold back on your emotional investment in coming to the function. Part of it is fear. You're not sure if you're going to get what it is you're looking for. But trust me, you're looking for something. There's something inside you that is yearning, longing for something to be fulfilled. And if you look and just sit in the silence of your room, of church, or wherever you can be silent with no distractions and truly search your heart, there's a longing for something more, okay? The fear that you're describing, the fear that you have is, will that be satisfied if I go to this thing? All right? Will there be something that will touch inside me, that yearning, if I come to the function? And here's all I can tell you, is that everyone I go to, it does that for me, and I've never missed one. I've gone to all of them. In 17 years I've been doing this, I've gone to every single one that's offered. All right, and in another business, I went to every single one of those. Okay, they've always spoken to me. God speaks to me at these functions, like He doesn't speak to me in other venues or other situations. There's something He talks to me when I'm at a function, when I hear a speaker talk. John Maxwell's going to be there. Oh my gosh, I spent time with John Maxwell at a golf resort in Georgia with just a small group of us. Indy invited out. And man, there was something he taught. It was spiritual too, mega. It was spiritual. I think I shared it on the conference call. But I went there to hear that. Okay, I went there to that function to hear what I needed to hear, because it totally changed the way I looked at things. See, when you go to functions, you go to opportunities like this, you go to change how you view the world. When you change how you view the world, everything else changes, because it changes your beliefs about what you can do and what is possible. When you change your beliefs, you change your feeling about what can happen in your life. And when you change your feeling, it creates action. And when you create action, it impacts results. See, because that action turns into investing time, money, and emotion. You see how it kind of comes back in a circle? That's why functions are so important. I don't make money by you going to a function. I make money because you come out of a function fired up, and I make money because my own attitude and mindset's fired up, and I'm going to find more people who I can make an impact in their lives, whom I can make an impact in their lives, right? What are you going to do to change how you look and believe about the future? If you never take an opportunity to be in a situation where you will be challenged, where it will cause you to cut yourself open and look inside and maybe not like what you see, but the beautiful thing about being at a function is that it'll cut you open and you don't like where you're at. But what the function will do, and the big speakers and the people you're around, is it'll give you hope that where you are doesn't have to be where you stay. Where you are is temporary, because where you're going is a whole lot better. And that vision is going to be opened up to you in Raleigh, North Carolina next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday up till noon. Like, I guarantee it. Like, if you come to a function and you don't get what you were looking for, I'll refund your ticket, man. Seriously, I'll refund your ticket. I don't care. I never had anyone take me up on it. Why? Because they found that thing that they were looking for. Like I said, staying where you're at, staying in your city, staying in your house, staying in doing whatever functions you're doing. Like, I know you might have just signed up with us, and all of a sudden we're throwing this on you. And you have a family thing that you got to do. I get it. All right? Again, I go back to, if there's $1 million check waiting for you in Raleigh, North Carolina, all of a sudden that family function isn't as important. But Alex, I love my family. Dude, I love my family too. That's why I'm going to the function. Because I love my family. I don't use loving my family as an excuse. It's the reason why I'm there, because I want their future to be different. Because if I sit at home and not expose myself to different ideas and different ways to push me beyond what I think I can do and to increase my belief level, and yes, at my level, I need that more than you do. Alex, that's weird. Absolutely. The bigger you get in this thing, the more you need it. It's kind of it's counterintuitive totally, but it's true. I need to go more. So if I need to go more, how about you? See, my love for my family is the reason. That's the emotion. That's the emotion I'm investing. See, the emotion I'm investing in going to the function is my love for my family. Like, spin it around, dude. Seriously, spin it around. All your excuses are the reasons why you need to be there. Invest your emotion. All the reasons why you love your family, all the reasons why you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of where you're at. Invest that emotion of wanting to change to come next week. How big is your dream? Your emotion is tied to what you want. So what is it do you want? What is your why? You need to really figure that out, especially when you're trying to make such an important decision, because National Conference doesn't come again for another year. And there's stuff at National Conference we do that we don't do at any other function the rest of the year. We don't do stuff at National Conference that we would do at Instant Thunders. Those are smaller events at the campus, NAA campus, the Alliance campus that we do. Like every quarter, we'll do some of those. We got Leadership Conference in summertime, in July. We do a leadership conference. It's a national conference where everyone comes into the Alliance campus in Burlington, North Carolina. I know you can say, well, I'll just make it to that one. Well, what you're going to miss is what you're going to miss, and won't get around that again until for another year. So I don't know. All I'm asking that you seriously consider coming. If you can't come, it's not like you're going to fail. All right. If you can't come, here's what I'm saying is that the thing that you wanted is going to be delayed. All right. So, like, if you want to bring your wife home from work, she doesn't have to work anymore for a guy that expects her to be at work on time and to look pretty for him. Okay, yeah, that's sexist because you got a bunch of sexist bosses out there, that are jerks, and you're subjecting your wife to that. She's got to work in an environment that is not conducive to her, beliefs and what you guys believe as a family, but you still subject her because you need to make that paycheck, right? Well, you might as well let her keep working for another year. Okay, you might as well, because that's what the decision is. That's the decision you're making. Yeah, I'm getting hardcore this because I believe in it so much. I believe in it so much down to the core of my being, the depths of my being. That's what I believe in. I believe it. I've seen it. If you're sick and tired of your job, oh my God, if you're sick and tired of your job, you might as well just add another year to that sentence. Because you're in prison, baby, when you have that job and you want to flush it. Now, if you have a job that you love and it just fulfills you, God bless you. But there are more people that are in the other situation that their job is a frickin' prison, and you might as well add another year to that sentence. Or it could be 2 years to that sentence. Or it could be forever because you didn't go to get inspired to stay in long enough to get over the hard stuff because, yeah, there are hard stuff in this business, and you didn't stay in long enough to get through the hard stuff. And then you're sentenced to that job for the rest of your life. How about that? And you want to get free from that stupid job. You want to pay for your children's college so they don't have to get loans. Well, you might as well let your child rack up $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 of loans because you won't be able to pay for their college cash. You're going to make them get loans. You might as well the decision is they get loans or not. And how can you let your child start their working career with $80,000 in loans or $50,000 in loans? How can you do that as a parent? I thought you loved your children. I thought you loved your kids. What parent in their right mind would let their child have student loans? Start to make it out in the world. You raise your kids the way you want to. We raise our kids the way we want to. At least we could have a choice. You want a choice now? National conference, leadership conference, others, function, because I needed to have my vision expanded. I needed to push myself more. I needed to believe I could do more than what I could do. I need to get inspired. All the reasons why I love my family, the emotion I use to convince me that I need to be there. This is it, gang. If this is important to you, invest some emotion. So you got three things: time, money, and emotion. We can help you with these two, the time and money part. I don't know how we can help you with emotion. That's a you thing. That is an inside. It's a you and God. You got to sit down and pray. Because I don't think He brought you here to mess around with you, to make you think that He's teasing you with an opportunity. I think He led you here for a reason. And the reason is to do what He wants you to do. So why would you ever think that coming out to a national convention goes against what God wants you to do? Because He brought you here. If you're going to be here, you might as well do the whole program. Does that make sense? He kind of puts you in a situation. You were praying for an opportunity. You were looking for something different in your life, and He blessed you with the opportunity to come join us. And so I'm telling you something that I believe to my very soul that is going to be good for you to pursue this gift that God gave you, which is this business, and the fruits that can come from it. Okay, the fruits are no less the income. It is more the fruits of what you believe about yourself, your relationship with God, your spiritual life, the life with your children, the impact you're going to have on other people, rippling out to other people's lives. God's a big thinker, I believe, and I think that he's using you as an instrument that he can propagate his will towards other people, to help other people. Now, either you believe it or you don't believe it. Okay? I choose to believe it, and if he gives you an opportunity to come and get inspired by him talking to you through people that he's putting on stage, people who's going to be talking to you when you're at the function, why can't you go? Time, money, and emotion. Time, money, and emotion. I can't help you with that because that's tied to this, and this is what you got to figure out. All right, man. I'm going to bring on a couple people. What is Mark still on? Mark Slowinski. Okay, Mark. So Court told me that you were going to. Court told me that you made the decision to buy a ticket for the function. So tell me what caused you to make that decision? Hello, Mark. If you're talking, I can't hear you. Hello, Mark. I have you unmuted. Mark, maybe you're working. I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe you're working. So is Dante on the call? Let me see. Okay. I don't see Dante. Let's unmute Cord. Cord was there. Cord Goodson.
Yes.
So talk about what happened with Dante and Mark. They weren't planning on going, but then tell us about the decisions they made.
Yeah, I think for Mark, he wanted to, but, he was kind of torn on a couple of different things. And last night at the training, Gina Hawks and Junior Korea really just did a lot of explaining, kind of like what you just did, of the mindset, the attitude, the benefits of actually attending the function. And bottom line, we got in this business to make money. If we're not making the type of income we want, that means we got to change something. We got to get better at something. And the only way to do that is to go to something like this that's going to expose you to different ways of thinking and doing, so you can change and make more money. And it just clicked. When he got home last night, he texted me around midnight and said, I've already purchased my ticket. And now, granted, I think the 5,000 bonus points for Hawaii helped. I think that was part of the equation.
Dude, talk about that. Talk about for the new people that got contracted after, was it August?
July 31st. Anybody that got contracted after July 31st with us, and you sign up, and then you got to do it by today at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So you got about 58 minutes.
Hour. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so if you sign up between now and then, you'll get an extra $5,000 bonus points towards the Hawaii trip. And guys, trust me, that 5,000 will be huge coming into the year when you're tallying up all your numbers. And then Dante was basically in the same boat. He had a lot of interest. He's brand new, had good things going, but he has just moved down here to be with his fiancée and his baby. And he hadn't been here long in the area, and this is his birthday weekend. people coming in town, all these different events. And he was talking last night about how he just, he didn't want to leave his fiance in a bind. She was stressing out about everybody coming, this and that. And long story short, after they talked with him last night, or in the group setting and talked about it, he said, man, after I saw the genuineness of the people wanting you to go for what it was going to benefit me, he turned around and he ordered his ticket as well, went home and I guess talked to his fiance and said, hey, I'm doing this for you and for my son. So anyway, both of them jumped on it and they're excited about it.
I love when people make decisions. They clearly understand self-interest. I'm totally feeling you on the self-interest mode here, for sure. So, anyway, well, thanks everybody for plugging in. I will be at the Cincinnati Hotspot tonight, and I'll actually be in Chicago this weekend. My son's at a national volleyball tournament. And then, man, fast and furious, we can get back next week, and then we're going to be heading out to the function. So, okay, so here's my challenge. My challenge to you is, number one, sign up for the function. You sell some dadgum insurance so you can pay for it. Okay? If you don't know how to get out there, get freaking leads. Get leads from Ginny, and then start dialing the phones. But Alex, I don't know how. Just go do it, and we'll teach you how. We'll work you through it. We'll coach you through it, whatever it takes. Oh, man. So I want to see a blown-up leaderboard next week. But then, next week, Thursday, since we're going to be at the function, we're not going to have our conference calls at all next week. Okay, we might still do the Wednesday call. The TWC might still be happening. But, Thursday, Friday, ixnay to the conference call because we're going to be fed. We're going to be, those of us who are going, it'll be, awesome. And, so anyway, I hope maybe I made a little bit of difference in changing your mind to make a decision that will impact the rest of your life. All right, gang? So thanks, everybody. Carol mentioned Airbnb. Airbnb is kind of air bed and breakfast, I think is what it stands for. That's a great place to find rooms. Very cheap, cheaper than hotel rooms sometimes, depending on where you're going. So anyway, gang, God bless. Take care. Rock on. And, man, let's make this week an awesome week. Get out there and start selling something, man. Sell something on your family, on your friends. Get out there because, remember, if that's big enough, then the facts don't count. Don't make it happen, okay? All right, man. God bless everybody. Take care. Bye now.